Now lads, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a video I've knew for a long time I was going to have to make. But who could the video be about? C1 Gaming. What? Who could have thought? The team that bought followers? And the team that offered really shitty contracts? Oh yeah, that's the one. Or perhaps the team that has very similar branding to Optic Gaming. Looking at it now, I may have lied for attention, but I can see maybe in the color scheme. Yeah, okay. Forget what I said. But I'm not here to attack their shite logo. That's no crack. In the past few days, I've had a host of players reach out to me with different offers they've been presented with by C1 Gaming. So I'm like, a team trying to get in on the scene very fast. Very interesting. They're trying to get in just before this new Winter Royale, Frosty Frenzy. Yeah, professional Fortnite player here. They're trying to get players in before Frosty Frenzy to get them on a nice percentage so they can make that sweet, sweet profit. Yeah. So one of these lads has brought me the conversation he had with a member of staff. And I'm going to blur the name of the member of staff and of the player, just out of respect, because it's a conversation between them that I don't want to I don't want to put a face to the words, just because I'd rather they did it themselves. However, okay, so in the red you'll find their manager, and in the blue you'll find the player. In the red, as you can see, our pro roster is growing. We want to take you, but for trial. Scratch the head. What that means? It means you will not get money in 8 days. If you win something in Frosty Frenzy, you need to give us 5%. And for back, we give you pro contract with a monthly salary and all benefits by org. This is a very good opportunity to show that you are ready for being pro. No contract, but you have to give us 5% of your earnings. You must. We need your money. I will definitely get money, but can you send a trial contract so I can get someone to look at it? Which, that's fair. That's more than fair. You mean trial? But and then at the bottom, obviously, asks, why should I give 5% of my earnings if I don't get any salary? A very good point to make. You should never give 5% of your earnings if you don't get any salary. What do you have to gain from that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You only lose. Fucking scammers. So then they retaliated. Now, both of the people that are scribbled here are both members of staff for C1. They say, yes, because it's for a trial, words don't show how actually good you are. If you get money, you give 5% and get a pro contract. Massive fucking scam. Yes, it's a good step, and we know that you have talent and you're going to blow up. That's why you're trying to manipulate him and take all his money before he gets it. Fucking idiots. They think no one can see this shit. Now, bear in mind, I've also mentioned before how some of their followers were genuinely not real people, and I've went to the bottom of their followers, and I will still maintain that a lot of these people are still not real. What I am going to investigate, though, piece by piece, is C1, because I don't think anyone should believe anything that's in here. Player designer, player manager. This is one of the managers. He's a social media manager. Interesting. Let's see, where else? Here, this is the one. Founder of C1 Gaming, Yusuf Ali. Yusuf Ali is apparently a professional player. I do not believe that for 1 second. He's a professional footballer, a professional football player. Sure, you've got a picture of the guy, but how can I believe that he's got 53 followers and he's founding a team called C1 Gaming with 2 Gs, and they've bought a Twitter account with botted followers? Am I the crazy one here? Can someone tell me if I'm the crazy one here? Again, the Jack I Go TV video with a twit longer. Who would have thought? So this is on a lad called Malik, I believe, and from what I can read, the topic was that he had to get 500 likes and he'd be bought an Apex Pro, not an Apex Bro. What the fuck am I talking about? By C1 Gaming. And our footballer friend here didn't seem too keen on sending him the money. So, short story about what happened today. I tried to solve this. All started yesterday. Tully's other owner and Malik, ex-C1 VFX, they spoke about C1 sending Christmas presents. a Viper Ultimate Mouse for Malik, and they agreed to make it a challenge. The challenge was that Malik should get 500 likes in Christmas date to get their present. So 500 likes before Christmas Eve to get the Viper Ultimate Mouse. Malik posts a tweet that says, "How many likes for an Apex Pro?" and Tully's doesn't understand that Malik meant other more expensive product, Apex Pro. Not that product, Viper Ultimate. And he wanted on Discord and asked for Tully's, so Tully's accepted challenge for 500 likes. Today, Malik reached his likes and sent a message to us, who is sending monies. After a long conversation, I told him that I will give him that product that we promised, of course, because he won challenge. Malik didn't want to get product, but he wanted just money, €160. I told him there is no point sending money because I get product for free in 4 to 5 days, and then I posted to Malik. After this, Malik didn't want the product because he doesn't want to send address to Yusuf Ali, the footballer. Afterwards, Malik told us he will leave and make a statement about this and called us scammers. We have all photos of whole conversation here, and if someone calls us liars or scammers, we can prove that we are ready to give them that product. Now, my issue here, Yusuf, is you're the owner of an organisation. You're supposed to be professional. Why are you making twitlongers about Malik VFX? What the fuck is this? You're making twitlongers about it. Just give him the fucking mouse/keyboard. If you own a business, you must have disposable income. If you really intended on giving him something, just fucking give it to him. Get it over with. You're fucking around with everyone here. You make everyone think you're so unprofessional. It's ridiculous. Get a grip. So I can tell you as well from experience that the C1 gaming staff are very slow at getting back to you. And what really insults me is that my point of contact with C1 when it came to talks for Paddy, Mr. Irish SRN ex-Paddy, or ex-SRM Paddy, this was the man that I had my point of contact with. Apostolos Ladikos. And as you expected, it went swimmingly. Now, in my time as a quote-unquote personal manager, I have encountered some very, very, very slow people. But here I'm going to have a nice read through what Mr. Apostolos wanted to talk to me about. Hey. Never message someone with hey, especially when it comes to a business inquiry. If you just message hey, it will get ignored. I didn't ignore it, however. I gave it about 40 minutes, and then I decided to DM. How can I help? I have some questions for you, he says at 6 a.m. Let me introduce myself. My name is Apostolos Laidikos, and I'm a manager at Finnish organisation C1 Gaming. We are interested in recruiting Paddy, but we want to collect more information about him, such as how much he asked for with 10% cut, how old he is, where he is from, etc. Now, what the fuck was that message? Can someone clarify what the fuck that message was? Because I've never ever had someone approach me like that, especially when it comes professionally for Paddy. No sense. Are you on? I messaged then on the 24th. Hi. Well, for us to sacrifice 10% of Patrick's earnings, I would ideally look for offers that would really force us to sign. In Fortnite, 10% is something no player would want to sign with good knowledge, which is perfectly fucking normal. No players really sign for 10%. It's just not a thing. 5% is, I'm guessing he tried to say least, but he said list. The least we can do, man. Is that good for you? And then I said, it depends on the cash offer. What is it you would like to offer Patrick? For us to offer any percentage, we would seek an excessive cash offer. Then he goes, can I get an offer? I straight up said, I don't know how familiar you are to the business. You may not want to throw us a number so we can tell if you're serious or not. I mean, I'm serious, but I want to see where you guys are heading. Okay, I'll make this easy. If you do not make an offer, these negotiations can be considered over. Give me 5 minutes. I want to have you know nearly 3 hours later. Yeah, I mean like 1k. Interested? Interesting. How much would Paddy see up front? That was on the 25th, about 50 minutes later. And then about half an hour later, how much does he get in an upfront payment and how long do you wish for the contract to be? Then he sends me a Discord. We can sign contract for 1 to 3 months and depends on what we agree. That's why I want to get with a voice call with you if possible. The last thing I want to do is hop on a call with a fucking 12-year-old. I'm not going on a list. I don't think that will be necessary. At the start of each month, he is paid his full month's salary, and from there on out, he represents you to the best of his ability. If you could send me the company details as well, that would be great. I didn't spell great, I said ergeet. because I'm professional. I mean, yes, it's okay. We can pay him at the first of each month, and then he does his best. We agreed on 5%, right? He gets paid in advance for each month. If this is the case, and then 5% when he receives the payout from Epic Games, so there could be serious delays. When do you intend on starting the contract? Then he wants me to get into a call, so he just keeps going on about the call. So I've tried to get Paddy the best deal I could. If it was €1,000, I can try to, but it make it crystal clear. If the contract was to start on December 1st, he gets paid €1,000 on November the 30th. If it's to start, and then 1,000 again on the 31st, so it represents for the next month, and for the next month again. If these terms cannot be accepted, I will not be going any further with this, because I am a bitch. That was the gayest thing I've said. Let me ask. Yes, we agree on this. We just want to talk to you about money plus plus. So then, in what sense? I don't necessarily want to join a voice call when this can be discussed and clarified on Twitter messages. Paddy's percentage will be paid out when Epic Games pays out, and this percentage is taken after tax. How do you plan on paying Paddy? Any word the next day? Any update the next day? Yeah, we're not sure, as Paddy's a big player and needs a lot, and we want to stay on budget. I don't think they have a budget. Any further update on your pursuit of Paddy? This is me. Is this a week later? Roughly a week later. Any further update for Paddy? Yes, sir, we're trying to get back to you. I understand we are taking a lot of time, but we are trying to clear some other stuff first. You're trying to DM other players and get them to sign contracts for 5% when they're on trial. Scam. Then thanks for this. This is the video of me just scrolling through their follower list and finding very interesting characters. We have an answer. Good start. What is your opinion? Do C1 have a good offer to bring to Paddy? This is me asking 20 minutes after he'd already said they had an answer. We would like it that way. We can do €600, 5% for a 3-month contract. The money will be given 1 day before the first of each month. If not, the contract shall be dispatched. This is our best offer. €600, 5% is not a good offer. It's quite laughable, and it's shambles. It's absolutely fucking shambles, to be honest with you. So I asked him straight up, is this the best you can offer? Yes, sir, I am sorry if you had bigger expectations. I didn't have bigger expectations. I was offered 1k. Unfortunately, your offer falls way short of our expectations, so we will no longer be pursuing C1. That offer was truly shambles. Okay, have a great time. I want to know what it is with kids who think that they can just DM people and get proper contracts and just draw them up out of their arses. It's ridiculous. I have no idea what the fuck I've just read. I have no clue. As an org, they may not be scamming players. They may actually be paying their players out the desired amounts that they are contracted to. However, I want to say that this looks very likely to cave in purely because they're slow with everything else. And the fact that that young lad was my point of contact and is a co-owner, alongside Yusuf Ali, who's apparently a professional footballer. In fact, hang on, let me just dig up something on Yusuf Ali. So apparently this team is AC Oulu. They're a Finnish-based football club based in Oulu. They're in Finland's highest league. That's interesting. He is number 43. Yusuf Ali. I am not paying you, Wikipedia. Ali spent his early career with Clubio 4, FC Ilves and JJK. He went to Dinamo Zagreb. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, apparently he's an actual footballer, but like, I've seen nothing to prove that it's actually him who's behind the Twitter account. Especially the fact that he's got 53 followers. I don't even think... Hang on now. Yusuf Ali. This is apparently him. Like, does he even follow a football club? No. He doesn't even follow his football club. Like, people, you have to understand why I'm thinking this is very shady. It's they're literally pointing red flags everywhere. If you got this far, be sure to comment Dylan Smells. So I'm going to iterate this once more. C1 Gaming may not be a scam. They may actually be just fine. But their practices and what they're doing are sketchy and they show multiple red flags. I'm advising players who are in there to slowly make your way out, and players who receive offers from C1 to maybe DM me them. I'm interested to see how they approach different players and if it's the exact same way, because if it is, it's very, very, very shady and it's very bad practice. The next Chronicles of Scam video will be out hopefully in a week or so. I'm moving home this weekend, so I might get a chance to record it then. I've made the Sunflower video twice now, and I'm not happy with either version of it because it was just shite. So I'm gonna try and make something out of it. So we'll have to see what comes from that. But look, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I like waffling, and people love sitting and watching it. So yeah, in a bit, muchachos.